Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to a new edition of Africa Today. In today's edition, we are going to talk about the visit by the Foreign Minister of Algeria to Egypt. Algerian Foreign Minister Ramatan Lamamra said Algeria is keen that the relations between Egypt, Sudan, and Ethiopia are not defined by dangers that they are better off avoiding. This came during his visit to Cairo on Saturday. More details in the following story by Sameh Sharif.
Algerian Foreign Minister Ramtan Lamamra, speaking in Cairo on Saturday, said his country is keen that Egypt, Sudan and Ethiopia reach satisfying solutions to the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam issue that preserves their rights. His remarks came in a joint press conference with Sameh Shoukry. Lamamra said during the press conference that he believes that the relations between the three countries are passing through a critical stage. He noted that Algeria is keen to form a complete image of the issue. Before Egypt, Lamamra's tour also included Sudan and Ethiopia. He said he was keen during his visits to Sudan, Ethiopia and Egypt to be briefed on all the information about the issue, adding that he agreed with Shoukry to maintain a dialogue on the crisis. The Algerian foreign minister affirmed that the GERD dispute has attracted international attention, including the convening of the United Nations Security Council earlier this month. Earlier on Saturday, Sudan welcomed an Algerian initiative inviting the three parties to hold a direct meeting to reach a solution to the GERD dispute. The Algerian foreign minister said both Cairo and Algiers have decided to shoulder their solidarity-related responsibilities towards Libya, urging the need for vigilance and support to Libyan legitimacy so that the country can end its crisis. Shoukry said Cairo is optimistic that Libya will end its crisis and implement its election entitlement on the 24th of December as scheduled, so that a government that represents the Libyan people and achieves security and stability is formed, as he said. Shoukry said there is a need for the exit of foreign forces from Libya.
To shed more light on that issue, we are very much delighted to have with us over the phone Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Ambassador Bayoumi, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, how are you?
How are you, sir? Ambassador Bayoumi, how would you describe the level of ties between Cairo and Algiers?
Algeria is a long history. We are part of the Algerian revolution against the French imperialism. We paid a heavy price since we were invaded in 1956 from France, England, and Israel because of Algeria. So Algeria is very dear to us. Thanks to this history, thanks to our bilateral relations, especially on the diplomatic level. I am proud to have a lot of Algerian diplomats, dear friends to us. Now I feel that Algeria is taking part to help the situation with the Ethiopian dam.
Yes.
And thank God that Ethiopians themselves are happy with this. So let us listen to a voice which is enjoying confidence from all the parties. And I'm quite sure that our Minister Sameh Shoukry has a lot to tell his counterpart. So this is one issue there. Also, I do not ignore that we have a very important Egyptian community in Algeria, helping them for their development and helping in the civil life. And this is another dimension of our history. Algeria and Egypt are members in the large Arab Free Trade Area.
Yes.
Within the Arab League and another 15 other Arab countries. So I want every businessman in Egypt to know that we can export to Algeria, exempting from any custom duties or any burdens at all.
Indeed.
So I am all hope that we can enlarge our trade cooperation also. Mind you, investment. We can invest there. We have some companies building there. So we want to accelerate this process. So It is politics, it's security, it's economics and trade, it is investment, it's everything.
Sir, how do you see the timing actually of the tour by the Algerian foreign minister to Ethiopia, Sudan and Egypt?
The timing is very important because now we are exactly in the middle of this process between us and Ethiopia, going by Sudan also. And Egypt is playing a very calm role. We are not exaggerating about our reaction concerning what is happening.
Yes.
Thank God that by nature, the raining season this year is very heavy rains, and so we did not yet feel that we have any problem with the coming water from the Ethiopian dam, and let us hope that this will continue until we reach a sort of an agreement which will make all the three countries satisfied.
Yes.
Mind you, Algeria also, which we hope that the Algerian diplomacy is an eminent diplomacy. They can play the role as we want exactly.
Indeed. Ambassador Bayoumi, speaking in Cairo, Lamamra said that Algeria is keen that Egypt, Sudan and Ethiopia do reach satisfying solutions. What role can Algeria actually play in the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam issue from your point of view, sir?
It is an acceptable fate like us,
yes.
And they can tell Ethiopia all what we need, and I think there we'll have a good listeners. Because as a matter of fact, from the technical point of view, I see that there isn't a real technical point of view. The problem is political. The problem that a little bit of a history of conflict between Egypt and Ethiopia in many occasions.
Yes.
And we want to overcome this problem. So if we ask the help of a country very friendly to Ethiopia, and at the same time it is a brother country to Egypt, so I hope Ethiopia can listen much more to Algeria.
Yes.
I hope really that this time it will work, and we hope we shall have immediate results of this tour of the foreign minister of Algeria.
Indeed. Sir, actually Algeria has extended an initiative inviting the three parties to hold direct meeting to reach a solution to the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam dispute. Sudan has welcomed it. How do you expect Cairo's response to be?
I think we are positive to this initiative also.
Yes.
Because we were already in several dialogues with us in Addis Ababa. It was once in Khartoum, once it was in Washington under the auspices of the World Bank and the United States of America. And I don't see any reason what not to try again. We shall continue trying because we are still in the diplomatic field. We shall explore all our diplomatic possibilities in order to reach a solution. And I don't know, I am a sort of optimistic concerning this effort, and I think we can reach a good solution for everybody in this tour.
Yes, indeed. With regards to Libya, sir, Lamamra said that Cairo and Algeria have decided to shoulder their solidarity-related responsibilities towards Libya. How do you read this statement?
Mind you that Algeria is a neighbor country to Libya also. We are the Libyan border on the east, Algeria on the west with Tunisia.
Yes.
And of course, Algeria, as I said, it is a very eminent diplomacy. They can talk to our Libyan brothers. The Libyan parties, they need a sort of a big power of the Arab world in order to guarantee whatever agreements all the parties of Libya can reach.
Yes.
It's a matter of building confidence process.
Yes.
And Egypt from the east, Algeria from the west, we can meet there and help the Libyans to come to reason and to bring Libya back as one united country for the sake of the Libyan people, of course, and for the sake of the Arab world and Egypt and Algeria.
Yes. Sir, Foreign Minister Sameh Shukri said that Cairo is optimistic that Libya will implement its election entitlement on the 24th of December. How are the developments in Libya preparing for this important step?
I share our minister's confidence and optimism.
Yes.
I am optimistic by nature, and my optimism never failed me. Why? Because I am a diplomat. I am not using any other weapon. I use the smile. I use the good reasoning of work. I use my good relations with my partners, even with somebody you cannot imagine.
Yeah.
My work is to talk to people in reason and to bring people to reason and to bring them to solution.
Yes.
And there isn't any reason to stop negotiation because I am the negotiator.
Yes.
So I can continue up till the door of a real solution, inshallah, in the near future everywhere.
Hope so. Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former Assistant Foreign Minister, always a pleasure to listen to your very precious input, sir. Very much delighted to have you with us. And moving on with this report, where Washington is sending the U.S. aid administrator Samantha Power to Ethiopia this week, while warning of punitive measures if aid is unable to reach the Tigrayan region, where hundreds of people are believed to be experiencing famine. More details.
A statement by Washington said U.S. Aid Administrator Samantha Power will travel to Sudan and Ethiopia from Saturday to Wednesday in a fresh diplomatic push by President Joe Biden's administration amid fears of ethnic cleansing in the region and hopes for negotiations between the Ethiopian government and Tigrayan forces to resolve the conflict. A senior U.S. aid official said Power is due to meet Ethiopia's national security advisor and hopes to meet Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. Washington hopes she will secure unhindered humanitarian access to Tigray. The Ethiopian government denies blocking food aid. The Biden administration has repeatedly called for humanitarian access to Tigray. Fighting erupted there in November when the government accused the Tigray People's Liberation Front (TPLF) of attacking military bases across the region, an accusation the group denied. The government declared victory 3 weeks later when it took the regional capital Mekelle, but the TPLF kept fighting and has since retaken most of Tigray. Ethiopian troops withdrew from most of Tigray in late June when the TPLF retook Mekelle. The central government declared a unilateral ceasefire on what it said were humanitarian grounds. Thousands of people have died in the fighting, around 2 million people have been displaced, and more than 5 million rely on emergency food aid. Washington is also concerned about reports of mass arrests, beatings and torture of Tigrayans in custody in Addis Ababa, as well as some of Abiy's rhetoric.
Somali police said an explosive device planted on a bus carrying soccer players in Somalia's port city of Kismayo killed at least 3 players. More details in the following story.
At least 3 soccer players were killed and 6 others injured in an explosion Friday in the southern Somalia port town of Kismayo. The deputy commander of Jubaland Regional Police Forces said the blast was caused by a bomb planted on a bus carrying a local soccer team. He said the bomb was apparently planted on the bus carrying young players on the way to attend a soccer tournament which was opening in the town. No group has so far claimed responsibility for the attack, but the police commander has placed the blame on Somali militant group Al-Shabaab. The motive for the attack was unknown. The attack came a day after the Jubaland State Assembly met in Kismayo and elected 4 members of the country's upper house of parliament. The vote Thursday was a crucial first step toward a new parliament and president in Somalia. The voting was held in a highly secured venue in Kismayo, which was once a stronghold for the Al-Shabaab.
Well, with that, our dear viewers, we come to the end of this edition of Africa Today. Hope you have enjoyed it. Until we meet again, my signing off.